Shades
press record.
Yeah.
You didn't even tell me. Yo, we back again with another episode of This Whatever Podcast, man. Deric Swing and the gang again, you feel me? We got a very special guest, man. Local city artist. Big time. Eric, introduce yourself, my nigga.
You already know what it is. Eric, a.k.a. E-Money. You know what I'm saying? We're going strong.
Kenny.
Smitty with the X.
And last but not least,
Lil Stone, Lil what you calling, Lil Disaster. You know what's going on, man.
Little Disaster.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, it's good. It's gonna be a good show, man. I decided to have J Store come on here, and shit. Back in the day, bro, we used to fuck with Storm hella heavy, especially that like 2016 era and 2017
That's when I
with
first started popping on.
Yeah, the
yes,
006 set and everything. It was fucking with it heavy, bro. I know the first thing that put me on you was that Kalani song. Was the Kalani shit right around with
yes, indeed.
right around with she was cheating and being a thought and shit.
Bro, and it's crazy how that shit happened. I literally heard, I was like, all right, Kalani cheated on Kyrie Irving. That's what it was, right?
Yeah. I think so.
And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna make a song. I made a song, I dropped it, and it had 1 million views within like a month. A month.
Yeah.
That was my first song to ever hit 1 million views.
That shit still, I think it's at like 2. I checked it the other day.
3.4.
3.4? Yeah.
3.4. It's still going. What, 6 years later?
Yeah, that's still hard. Because I remember, who was it? I think it was Queese who put me on. Because Queese was in the movie, like the whole SoundCloud scene heavy way before I was. So like, he even got us together for this little thing here. But he the first one to put me on you. And
shout out Queese.
Yeah, shout out Queese De Niro, man.
Go ahead and cop from De Niro's wardrobe when you can.
Of course. He couldn't be here today. You know, he had little troubles. But shit, I did want to start off with like ask you about that era. Coming up in that era, how was it? Like, what do you think about that whole 2016 and like 2018, that whole SoundCloud era when it came up? Like, how did you catch the wave of it when it was coming up?
Honestly, the way I caught the wave was I was a producer first.
Yeah, I do remember. Yeah,
I was a producer first.
Producing.
I didn't rap at all. So at first I was producing for like G Herbo, Montana 300, like Rondo number 9, like that whole Chicago scene. That's pretty much the scene that I was able to get my foot into at first. And then I produced what song? It was called like Ice Cream Truck from Montana 300, and it hit like 40 million. And then after that happened, I was like, all right, I might be able to really do this. Because that happened like, it was maybe 2-3 months after I graduated high school. Like, it was still like before 2016. That happened in like 2014 type shit.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you was on the producer shit heavy before that. That's true, because I remember Queese telling me about that shit. He was like, he been producing first before the rap shit happened. And I was like, oh, word? And then I remember him telling me about like all the Chicago shit and everything. And then like that whole wave at that time, they was already had their own little shit going on. But like
for real.
In the city around here, like Charlotte itself, it didn't really have nobody or no producers or nobody really up yet, I guess, or no one around. And you were like kind of one of the first when people started talking about.
And that's why when you were saying, how did it feel, like my first word that I thought of was embracing. Yeah. Like it was very embracing. Like when you would drop a song, people wasn't scared to play it, or they wasn't calling people dick riders for fucking with people and shit like that. Whereas that's how it is now, because everybody wants that spot. Everybody wants that spot, so they're not going to support if it has the possibility of that person getting the spot that they want.
Yes, that's true.
Whereas everybody used to just be like, oh, that's hard. All right, that's hard, let's work. All right, that's hard, let's work.
That's always been a big problem, though, within like Charlotte. Like all that little animosity people have against each other from getting other places. Yeah. It's always been a thing.
Once you bypass that, though, it's really just, if you put your like real like all into this shit, like the problem is, I can't say the problem is like I'm up, but you feel me? Like the problem is like a lot of people want to half-ass it. You feel me? They just want to, all right, I'm going to go to the studio one day and then I'm going to promote this one song until I blow up. That's not how it works. Like, that's just not how it works. So once you put that footwork in there, like that groundwork, people start seeing what's going on and they'll start putting 2 and 2 together. Because that's personally what fucked me up. Like, I wasn't shooting videos. Yeah. I wasn't shooting videos. I drop a song, it'll go up. Drop another song, it'll go up. But I wasn't shooting music videos, so they couldn't attach the face to the music. So that's what I'm trying to work on now.
Yeah, that is a problem. Like when music, it's like you have to have videos for it to go to that next level.
100%.
Because like
100%.
my homie, I don't know if you know Chavo, but my homie Chavo, he does that, and that's all he needs, videos. I always say that, like with any artist, like if you can start putting all your money into that video shoot, that's when you can start seeing some motion going. Real
That's
fast.
why I'm glad I met my boy right here behind the camera. Tana,
Shout
shout
out,
out my
what-
boy Tana. Yes,
his
sir. Tana.
All right, shout out Tyler, man. But so is that when you think you started seeing like motion? Is when you started dropping a little bit more videos? Because I remember you started dropping videos for like Lane Switch and all that stuff around like 2018.
By then, I wasn't gonna say it was too late, but I should have did it earlier. I should have did it earlier.
I have to be honest. I felt that about that Kalani shit too.
But I waited a whole year and a half to drop a video to that song.
Yeah, it took a minute. I was like, damn, this nigga dropped it too late because I already knew it too. Yeah, I was like, damn, if he dropped that shit right when it blew, like right when it was going up,
I would've been out of here.
It would have been a different level. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly. That still don't mean nothing. That still don't like say who you are as like an artist in general. Because there's a lot of artists and producers I think who are way better than people who are blowing up, and I feel like that's why people was connecting with the SoundCloud way back then. People wanted to hear that more real underground gritty sound from actual people just 100%. Out here wanting to make good music. Like, and it's starting to. I feel like it's starting to veer away from that nowadays. Like, what do you think about now with the music scene after that? Like,
it's
whole
more
SoundCloud wave.
I'd say really it's more who you know. Because social media is way more important than it was when I was first coming up.
Yeah,
like before, like if you made good
too.
music, you had good shows, your beat selection and everything was nice, it was good, you had a chance. You feel me? But now it's like if you don't have some shit on TikTok, like if they don't have a dance to it or a challenge or shit like that, or if you know somebody who's doing all that, it's like now it's more so you need that. Like, you need social media. I used to be able to not post shit on Instagram for 2 months. And my shit still go up. But now you got to post every day.
Because, like, now, since Instagram, people want to see the personal lives of all the artists they follow and everything. 100%. And if they feel like they're not posting, like, they kind of, like, I guess kind of not notice them no more, so what?
Their attention spans are short.
Short, exactly.
Very
very short. And with social media now, it's like, to really get on as a rapper, they want you to do, like, some antics or be somebody you're not on the internet all the time.
You know,
stunts.
That's funny because like the antics, it used to just be for the A-list people, but now it's like they want everybody to do the antics and stuff like that now.
And if you don't do it, you don't have a chance.
Exactly.
Right.
You don't have a chance. And that's crazy because that's when I started doing music too, around like that 2018 and 2017. That's when I was going to like all the little shows, like YOLO shows and after parties and stuff like that. And I was fucking with music dropping heavy then. But then after a while, I started noticing that, like, that social media shit, I wasn't going to be able to connect with that shit. Like I gave up on it a mile ago. Just because of that shit. I was like, bro, I see what's going on. I don't care about it no more. How do you feel about that? Like,
the social media?
I noticed you don't be doing none of those, like, crazy antics or trying to be seen all the time.
It's kind of because I never really had to.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of stepping into a new lane that it's like, I could do that type of shit because off my personality, I could do that, but I never had to before. So it's like, it's a little weird to me. My manager be talking to me about that shit now. He's like, you got to do it. You got to do it. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. Fuck it. If you can't beat them, join them on some shit. Can't beat them, join them.
I feel you. But at least you ain't doing nothing crazy. I don't be seeing no wild
at least they
shit,
know that the music gonna back it up regardless.
Yeah.
And that's what I try and, like, that's key to me. Like, no matter what I do for the social media and shit, they know the music gonna slide regardless.
And I also noticed like your style and like the flow and everything. You always you keep it consistent. Like I know it's not how some people over their careers they trying to just catch any wave
They'll
that
turn
they
into
can.
a whole new artist.
Whole new artist. And I noticed you're still doing what you like to do and how you like to do it. And I really respect that. And I heard I was listening to the album you dropped last year. I forgot what it was called with the SRT shit on it. Yeah,
Tragedy 4.
Yeah, I fuck with that. I was listening to that on the way here, and I fuck with that, and I was like, it sound really didn't really like super change or something crazy where I'm like, I don't want to hear this shit no more. Like, you feel me?
And that's what I tried. Like, that's really what I was going for. Like, I try to move and make things that would appeal to myself. I'm my own hardest critic. You feel me? Like, so if I don't like something, I feel like nobody else gonna like it. Although that kind of fucks me up in the long run too sometimes, because I'll take a song down or I won't drop something because I don't like it, forgetting that the listener is gonna have a different perspective on it.
Yeah.
So
that's a fact. Your own battles with people, it only be in their head. Like when you start thinking, I fell off, or I goddamn I'm not doing this, I'm not getting hella views or whatever, this and that. That's not the case. It's like that's all in your head. You feel me?
It's always you versus you.
Exactly.
No matter what.
Always you versus you. Like I was just listening to a Joe Rogan podcast about that when he was saying like going on stage to do comedy. Is like a lot of comedians fuck up after they get off stage and think they're just horrible and shitty. Because before they go on stage, they're thinking so much about it.
Oh yeah,
it's like you being a
Yeah.
critic to yourself is going to destroy you. Nobody else is. So yeah, that shit's crazy.
All right. I remember that wave that, you was going to go. I was just going to reminisce on, like, that whole era of, like, Soundcloud. It was, like, really happening.
That was the way.
Like, dude, it was like right when we graduated high school. I'll tell you, them after parties and shit that we was going to was live.
And yo, Charlotte low key was like catching up for a little bit, bro.
Yeah,
like we had something, bro.
That shit was so.
It had a little movement. I don't know what happened when it died down so much. Like, what do you think about that? Because we had a little movement going for a minute.
You want to know?
Baby popped up after that.
That's the reason.
You think that's what?
That is the reason. It differentiated the levels. Before everybody was like, everyone respected each other. Everybody was moving on one accord because everybody felt like they was on the same level.
Yeah.
And then once the baby and shit popped off, it kind of set a boundary where people was feeling like they're more towards up here, or they're more towards down here, or they're more towards. It wasn't all together anymore. It was separated.
You feel like people started trying to follow like the baby little wave and movement?
Trying to follow the wave. They was trying to just capitalize.
Yeah.
I seen them getting mad at him because he wasn't putting people on in Charlotte on. I'm like, that's not his job.
Yeah.
His job is to take care of his family, make sure his people straight.
Mm-hmm.
You mad because he ain't repost your shit? Come on, we grown. We grown.
That's true.
You can't move like that. You're not gonna get anywhere.
That's very true.
As a fan, I will say I can attest to that. I remember going to I went to a bar around that time, and I forgot the nigga's name. That's bad, but the nigga made a song that sounded just like Stunner's song "Animal." That whole kind of sound. I'm like,
facts.
I was like, it was like 3-4 niggas, and I was just like, bro, y'all making the same shit. Like, it's not gonna work for y'all like it worked for them.
That song was a hit too, though.
Animal was hard.
I ain't even gonna cap. That song was too hard.
But
That song was too
the
hard.
other niggas, I was like, bro, come on, bro.
But I will say, like, during that time, like, yeah, we talk about that scene, but like, there's different pockets of Charlotte between 2016 and 18.
That's true.
But the pocket that you was in, I think the reason it caught fire is because I didn't hear niggas doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas from Charlotte, like, they either want to do the Stunner for Vegas type shit or maybe some drill shit. But y'all was like, y'all kind of embraced that SoundCloud sound. And I would hear, like, NASCAR Allo doing some crazy shit. And then, like,
shout out to him because he blowing up right now.
NASCAR's going crazy right now.
It was like the real underground sound, and then it had like the hood rapper sound, where that's like the babies and the Stunners and like the Hot Boy Shacks and shit. Yeah. Then they had like the radio sound that'd be like, who's a perfect example of that?
Shit, the only thing I can think of is the baby.
oh God,
it was like two people that was like
in Charlotte.
Damn, yeah, and they was on the radio heavy.
Yeah.
They was on the radio heavy for real.
I can't even think. Was it Dunk?
Damn, I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's gonna come to me randomly while I'm in here. It's gonna come to me randomly.
I said, nah, it could be that nigga.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No disrespect.
I don't think so. It's no disrespect.
I'm already knowing. But yeah, I can't think of his name off the top. It'll come to me randomly in here. But it was like the hood people, then this like underground middle people, and then it was like the club and like the radio and shit like that. So it was those three brackets over the course of the whole rest of the time.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people like around where you was coming up that wave and group you was in. I feel like a lot of them tried to branch out into that like more real hardcore like trap or more like street shit. And I didn't understand it. I was like, is niggas doing that because like that's what they was always on, or it's just they following the wave and shit like usual?
Trying to appeal to a different crowd, most likely.
Different crowd.
So you know what? I will ask you this: as an artist, because I understand whether if it's a bag or you just want more attention to yourself. When you are trying to get another artist, how do you, or like, what would you say to somebody who's like trying to get in different lanes but keep their core sound? You know what I'm saying? Like
keep themselves.
Yeah,
themselves still.
I would say really you got to find a niche. And what I mean by that, it's like if you want to appeal to a certain like group of people but still keep your core sound, you got to have your core sound, but then on the side still have other shit. Like say you want like the white boys and the skaters and shit, then skateboard and shit. Skateboard to your music. All this shit you might catch their ear because you're doing something that they like doing as well outside of music.
So it's not
You know
about what you add to your music. It's more about what you incorporate to your lifestyle.
100%.
Damn,
100%.
That's where social media plays a huge factor.
100%.
Okay. I see what you're talking
It's
about.
all social media and branching off of that. And I just found out about this maybe, well, I can't say this year because this year just started, but pretty much like the beginning of 2022, because I took a year and a half off.
Yeah.
I took a year and a half off, and that shit kind of, I took it on the chin, but I had to get my mind right because I was just doing shit. You feel me? Like I was living in LA, I was in New York, I was in Florida, I was doing shows here. Like just doing a whole bunch of shit that wasn't really helping me. So I'm like, you know what? Let me sit down.
You feel like it wasn't progressing?
100%.
Yeah.
Like I said, let me sit down and figure out what the fuck do I want to do with this. You feel me? And that was really the best decision I ever made. Like I gotta catch my traction back up, but people are seeing it now. People are definitely seeing it now, getting shows again, interviews. You feel me? Shout out to y'all. Shit, like I got booked for a fucking fashion show to walk in the runway like 2 months from now. Like
That's gonna be cool.
The motion is catching back up because they was like, if you see people like when they tag my music and shit on Instagram, it'll say Storm's back. Yeah. Storm's back. I ain't go nowhere, but I just stopped. You feel me? But now it's really time to just show them what's going on.
Go crazy.
I'm here. I'm here with this shit. I'm too ready.
You feel like you mentally changed from back then
100%
to now.
100%.
Like, you feel like you acquired the knowledge to understand how you need to get to your level.
Because you remember the phase, like I'm gonna keep it all the way to 100 on here. Like you remember with the Xanax phase and shit. Like man, I'm telling you,
the
bro.
bar phase.
I don't remember 3 years of my life.
Yeah.
I swear to God. I do not remember 3 years of my life.
Yeah.
So once I stopped that, got healthy, started going to the gym again, drinking water.
You feel good, don't it?
Man, I feel like Superman.
I feel the same way. I feel
good
on that
we go to the
shit.
gym damn near every day.
I make sure.
Every day.
I went this morning.
So good.
I make sure I go to the gym like. As I used to be on the same shit you was on, like bars and shit. I don't know if you remember, niggas used to always come in, bars and shit.
Barred out. Niggas was barred out.
Like bars and shit. So that's what it was back then. Like it's what everybody was fucking with, and it did fuck with a lot of people's lives and progression and how they want to go about things. And a lot of people did have to sit down and do that because I had to too. Like I felt
Once
the same way.
Once they seen people start passing, like Lil Peep, I don't know if y'all fucked with
Yeah,
Lil
Lil
Peep,
Peep.
Juice
Lil Peep,
WRLD, fucking like, it was just artist after artist after artist just OD and passing away, OD and passing away, OD and passing away, and it was like, all right, let me cool up.
Why do you think that was such why do you think is drugs such a thing in like rap culture in general, like
Coping.
rappers? Yeah.
Coping. I feel like a lot of people that, you gotta think of it like this, and my uncle put me onto this. He said, music before, it used to be made by the drug dealers.
Yep.
That's facts.
And now it's made by the drug users. You feel me? So they're going to preach what they know. The drug dealers, like back in like the 90s and 2000s music and shit, they were rapping about shit that they was doing. So it was a lot more selling drugs oriented and shit like that. Whereas now, because it's the drug users making the music, they're going to talk about doing pills and getting high and got a bitch off this and she's wiping her nose and all that shit, because it's a difference in where the music is coming from. You know what I'm saying?
But when you say that's still part of the same agenda, because
100%.
Because the niggas who's like, you said the users are doing it now, so the users are the ones who's making the rap songs. Yeah. But they got influence from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's like it's the same shit. It's the same agenda.
You think it was the same shit back there too?
People was off coke and heroin back in the day, bro.
But I'm gonna keep it a buck. They didn't really rap about it.
But they didn't talk about
music about it.
That's what
I'm saying. They wasn't making the music. They was on it, of course.
Like how many niggas knew Bobby Brown was a crackhead?
Yeah, look at him. Look at him.
Look crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Like back then, they definitely kept it because they was more ashamed of it. Now, I mean, back then,
It's
but
way
now,
more open and
it's more open.
with
I
open
think
arms.
it came more open because of like mental health and shit. Like people started realizing why everybody was doing these drugs.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was why that helped that SoundCloud movement go up too.
Facts.
I think this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically like what you said. Like, damn, I'm gonna need another quarter.
We got to get you right with something else, bro.
Yo. Yeah, bro. No, it's like it's what y'all said, and then it's like somewhere when that switch happened, it was glorified. And I
Facts. That's the word. I couldn't think of the word. Like it became to a fact. Like it came to a point where it was more glorified than looked down on.
Yeah.
But now it's starting to get to the point where it's kind of getting looked down on.
Switching
again.
back around.
It's switching back around. So
Everybody
people's
talking
not
about
really
getting
so much
healthy.
rapping about being high on drugs all the time no more. They may rap about lean or some shit, but they're not. I pop 3 Xans and I die. Like, you feel me? That's that emo rap shit. That's not it.
But like,
no
how
more.
many niggas actually doing that though? Especially in the music, like just because they rap about it, I always think like
Bro.
at least 90% of niggas are not really doing that shit.
When I lived in LA,
Yeah,
they are tweakers.
really.
I'm telling you, bro. Like some parties you would go to and you have to sign an NDA. You have to
I've heard
sign
about
a
this. I've heard
non-disclosure
about that.
agreement to go into the party. You will walk in and there'd be a topless bitch holding a tray of cocaine. Big ass pallet. I cannot make this up. I swear to God, I cannot make this
You
up.
know what's crazy is I was watching Joe Rogan shit. He said the same shit. He was like, you go to parties in Hollywood and LA, like niggas
crazy.
make you sign NDAs. He be bitches with butt naked with just coke and all that. And you said
Damn.
the same exact shit. That's crazy to me.
Look,
Literally,
that sounds very fun. I would be like, I want your cocaine.
sounds-
I'll take this house shorty.
That
Like,
shit was, the first time I seen that shit, my mind was blown. I said,
next time, you
that's
let me know. Hey, next time you let me know. I am there.
Hey, y'all missed them parties in LA. We all went there.
You know what I'm
Shit.
saying? Shoot.
I ain't-
shit was
that's
too
wild,
crazy.
bro. That's crazy to me that drugs play such like a big part in just society. In society in general, like drugs been around for so long. Like it's always been something that humans seem to go to when we feel bad. I guess.
Look,
type shit.
I'll be as a horrible quote, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Y'all seen Euphoria?
No,
Oh
bro,
yeah,
ain't nobody
I
said
was
that.
just
Y'all
watching that with my girl. I was just watching that with my girl.
Hell no, I ain't
So
seen that
look,
shit.
look. Ruth says some funny shit in there. It's like it's fucked up, but it's true. If we're being real, all of us we've done some sort of drug before, and drugs are hella fun. Let's be honest, they're hella fun until they start fucking your life up.
Boom.
Yeah.
You feel me? Straight like that. Couldn't be more honest.
That's
You
a
know?
fact. That's a fact. Because drugs definitely, it's definitely functional fucking drug addicts out there for a fact.
I know.
Hold on, I'm doing an interview. I'm gonna call you right back. My fault. That was my,
You good,
that was
you
my
good.
manager.
You good?
Yeah, so that's how I feel about it. And when you actually, that was interesting. You said there's a lot of tweakers out there. It's just a lot of them just know how to just kind of just function with that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
Because
like,
after a while, the effects and shit start wearing off.
But
Yeah,
on
start
the
doing a lot more.
upside, got like 4 or 5 music videos in the cut now.
Oh, yeah?
You feel me? Got an album coming.
Okay.
Got like after I stopped, it increased my work ethic. Like it definitely increased my work ethic to a point where sometimes like I'll be proud of myself. I used to literally make a song and never listen to it. I make it, drop it, never listen to it again. Make it, drop it, same shit. But now I actually I'm starting to like my shit
Like your
again.
shit,
You
yeah.
feel me? That's why I know it's like, ooh, if they let me get to where I was at before, it's over.
Yeah.
Like it's over. I'm telling you, because the shit that I got now. If you want, I'll let you hear some shit too. Like
I mean,
some
yeah,
of
you
this
can
new
definitely
shit
play
is
us some new shit if you want. It doesn't matter because we got the Bluetooth here. You can connect to it.
It's probably like that same shit that Roddy Ricch said, but nobody wanted to hear him. Like you sat back and you got to reflect.
I
You know
had
what I'm
to.
saying? Like some niggas don't get the luxury of that, but you was like, all right, bet. Like
Oh yeah, because if you blow up, right, like blow up, and then you take a year off, you'll get that you fell off. But if you before you blow up and you just kind of take some time to reflect, you can't fall off because you was never on.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I
can't
heard
fall
that. I
off
feel
'cause
like
you
no
never-
artist
'cause
never
they're
really falls off.
hard on that shit now. That, oh, he fell off. Oh, he fell off. Oh, he fell off. Oh, he
See,
fell. That's their favorite word.
I
Now.
don't think people understand the point. Like once you get up there, you get your fan base. Like that's what's making you
Tell
money,
me.
anyways. Like once you get your fan base, you're good. Like you don't have to. You don't have to keep being seen in the media all the time for you to make some money off music. Like you have your fan base who always, Jay Storm,
They gonna
Jay
support.
Storm. They
They
always
gonna
gonna listen to
support.
it. You feel
Like
me?
this dude just hit me up. I think it was maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and he was like, "I need another Jay Storm hoodie," and he had bought one of my original Storm hoodies from like 6 years ago. And
The
he
pink
still
joint?
had.
I remember.
Yeah, see, you know what's going on.
Because I remember I met you at a party one time. You had the pink J Storm shit
the
on.
pink motherfucker. Like, yeah, he had it still. So I took some money off just because he still had this shit. I was like, yo, that's real.
That's dope. Yeah,
that's real. Like the core people who fuck with you, they gonna fuck with you regardless.
So look, check this out. So you got the core people that fuck with you, right?
Yes, 100%.
So if the shit that's in your mind, like say for instance, you don't get any bigger than this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be happy?
Hell yeah, because I got another thing to fall back on. I could be a producer and blow up.
Word.
Like, I don't gotta rap. You feel me?
Producing was your first thing anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I only started rapping because I like performing.
Oh, okay.
If I'm being all the way honest, you don't get to perform as a producer. You can't get on stage with a mic and rock out and people singing your lyrics. That just don't happen. So I literally started rapping just to perform. But if say God forbid I do stay right here, I can literally blow up through the roof just off producing.
Yeah,
I don't really push that as much because I got a route that I'm trying to hit, and if you focus too much on a plan B, your plan A never gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if I focus real strong on producing while trying to focus on rapping as well, I'm gonna take away from one.
yeah. You gotta you can only focus at one thing at a time. I always say that whenever you feel like putting your all in something, you can't put it in two. It's gonna fuck up. You always gotta be one thing you can focus on and put your 10,000 hours in. That's what
we humans. We can't multitask.
Yeah,
it's impossible. Right. It literally,
I'm shitty at it. I know that for a fact. I'm
impossible.
shit at multitasking. It's not it.
Yeah, it's definitely not it, bro, at all. So now, like you say, he's working on music and shit.
Yeah.
What do you see the future as for you? Like, besides if that don't work out, like you say, in the rapping or the producing or anything, like what do you see the future as?
It's still gonna be music. I want to own my own studio.
Studio?
I want to own my own studio in like a major city. Like, actually, Charlotte's getting big to the point where it could be.
Yeah,
here.
Charlotte could be.
Yeah.
That.
Charlotte, fastest
But I
growing
want
city in the
to
country.
own a studio. Like, have engineers that work for me. Have like a video team. Cause I got Disaster Records. That's my label that I started. I got a DJ. I got a producer. I got a chef. I got a videographer. Like, a merch guy. Like, I'm trying to build an empire with this shit. Like, I'm not too pressed on being a big rapper. You feel me? Like, it'll be fun because I know how to do it.
Yeah.
It'll definitely be fun, but I definitely have other plans to the point where it's like, regardless, I feel like I'm gonna be successful.
Good. Yeah, that's how I feel.
I made sure that.
I always tell people that like you don't have to be a big artist to make good money off of like being a rapper.
Not at all.
Like, there's plenty of artists out there. Like, I know one like Mark Battles. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but like he's not the biggest artist, but he has his fan base and has his little couple 100,000 followers. Well, I know he's good making like 6-figure a year and don't need to exactly have that
Straight
big
like
$1 million deal just to be good off. So.
Man, if you need millions and millions of dollars, like realistically, what you gonna do with that? Like, of course, it wouldn't hurt to have it.
Like, if it would just
it'll never hurt
you,
to have it, but I'm straight. If somebody offer you $500,000 right now, you're gonna be like, nah.
Hell no, nobody.
Exactly. Like, what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Bet. Come here.
Yeah, $500,000 put me in a different spot right now.
Straight like that. Like, some people, I need 10 million. I like the mindset. I like the mindset, thinking big. But you also, I'll take the 500,000 now, and then we could goddamn.
Yeah.
No, facts.
Straight like that.
Well, shit. Besides all the music shit, what else is J Storm into that people don't know about? Like, what else is something you be into that other than music? If it was just music every day?
Nah, not even just music. I go to the boxing gym with my one of my mans. I've been doing that for a couple years.
So look. I was doing that because I got a heavy bag in my garage. I've been trying to get,
I
bro.
put my hand up on my shit just today.
I've been trying. Yo, niggas, come through. Nah, man, I got something to do. I got this to do. Always some bullshit. Always some bullshit. But yes, nigga, you always
like
you
that
come
shit.
by.
Like,
that shit's fun.
I do that. Like, I skateboard. Like, I was like really heavy on skateboarding. Like, from 20, like I'd say 14 to like 2018.
Okay,
like, I was really big on skateboarding. Shit, like, I wanted to start switching like games and shit. Like, really, I just be doing shit. Like, remember when I told you like I was just everywhere doing shit? Yeah. Now I'm everywhere doing shit, but it's more controlled. Like, you feel me? Like, I could keep track of what I'm doing.
Yeah. I fuck with the boxing, bro. Boxing, I
That
love
shit's
that
fun.
shit.
That shit is
I've been
fun.
trying to get into MMA. I'm thinking about getting into MMA and all that shit. These niggas keep laughing.
Yeah,
Look,
You got a
I'm
bag.
saying, it's a dog in me. You gotta let that out, bro. I'm telling you.
It's
nigga.
a good stress
bullshit.
relief. It is a good
bullshit.
stress relief.
it is though. Like,
It is.
that's
That's
what
what I'm
planning
trying to get into. Like,
after we leave here, that's what I'm trying to hit.
like to become a successful person, do you think like working out and being responsible and taking care of things, is that all come? Is that you need all that to be successful?
Hell yeah, that's why you need a team. And you need a team of people that want your best interests. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a team of leeches and they gonna just be yes men, like yeah, because they know they gonna get something out of it. But when you have that team of people who genuinely want to see you win and genuinely want the best for you, you'll instantly know because you gonna feel it. Yeah. Especially, say you want to do some dumb shit and they're just like, no, don't do that. Whereas the yes man will be like, yeah, just because he wants something out of it. You gonna always be able to feel when you got that good group around you, and that's what I got now. Like, I actually have a nice group around me, a group of people. And, like, I got nothing but love for them.
How do you like weave out them people you feel like that's just kind of coming?
It just
and
happens.
Get something off. You just feel
it's
it.
Crazy how it just happens too. Like, it'll be little shit. I remember I was coming back from the club one day, and I'm in the backseat slump, straight like this. And when I wake up, bro who is sitting in the back seat with me is now in the front seat. My wallet on the floor opened up. Yeah. He like, oh nah, Shawty took it while she was driving. Shawty took my wallet while she was driving, opened it and left it on the floor while you feel me, little shit like that. Bro took $100 out the wallet, swore up and down it was her. Like, people gonna weed themselves out just off of their own fuckboy actions.
I've really heard that from everybody. People,
they gonna weed themselves out,
and
happen. I love it. I love when somebody show me their true colors, like, because it's like, yes, now I can move around from.
You feel like you already be feeling it, but just don't know, or like
you gonna feel it.
Yeah,
you gonna feel it. And you be like, but I overthink a lot, so it's also like I'll feel it and then be like, okay, I might be tripping. Let me see for sure.
But you know, that's with most people.
It take time.
Most people can already feel everything they need
you
to.
You gonna feel the vibe out.
You
to be honest, you don't want, if it's one of your peoples, you don't want that shit to be
you
it.
feel
so
me?
it's
like you won't
please
want
show
it to
me.
be true. Like, you'd be like, come on, man.
Yeah.
And
so
then,
I know he took that 100. You was like,
damn.
You wanted to believe it, like, nigga, it wasn't you.
I'm like, you could have asked for that 100, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't do it. Did it?
Only nigga in the backseat with me. Now
you're the only one in the backseat with me, but you ain't do it. Okay.
What she was driving.
Was that around them Zanny times?
You was crazy as no. This actually happened like maybe a year and a half ago. Like, this happened like right at the end of my break. Like, you know how I told you I took like a year and a half off? Right at the end of that shit. Like, after that, that was actually one of the moments that made me start getting my shit. I'm like, I gotta start hanging around different.
It was one of the moments, yeah.
I gotta hang around different.
I feel like
people.
everybody get that moment where they be like, you know what? It's like some type of like overdrive to take over. Like, I gotta switch this shit around. Like, from what I was
it's either
doing.
now or never. Like, really, when I went to now or never mode, I started looking at everything like, okay, if I don't do this now, I'm going to fail. If I don't do this now, I'm going to fail. I don't do this now, I'm going to fail. And I'm scared of failure. Yeah. So once I started applying failure to everything that I was doing, I was like, okay, I got to do this because I don't want to fail. I got to do this because I don't want to fail. And it helped drive me. It really helped drive me.
You also think that, like, failure also helps, like, the drive, too? Like, taking that L and keeping pushing? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, how many L's do you feel you took before you got to that moment? You feel me? Where it was like, damn, another one.
I can't even count on both hands how many L's where it's just been like a hook right to the chin where you just like, okay.
Well, that's where the lessons happen, though. You know what I'm saying? The L's, it's not really a loss if you learn something from it.
Come back stronger from that L.
And that's the key. The key is bouncing back from it. Because a lot of people, they'll take an L and not bounce back. And then it's just they're all sad and depressed all the time.
Their mind start feeding them that bullshit.
This happened. Like, man, toughen up. Keep going straight like that. You never gonna get to the finish line if you stop. Even if you get there late as hell, if you walking, you could be walking backwards for all the fuck that matters. If you still moving, you gonna get there. You are not going to get there if you stop, bro.
Yep, if you stop. When you put that stagnant, if you stop, because you know what I'm saying, I'm 24, nigga. It could be 5 years from now, I'm 30. I mean, 6 years from now, I'm 30.
And then
like, Yeah, then
straight like that.
Yeah, for real. That's what I always tell people, bro. Like when you got something you want to do, go ahead and do it. Like take that fucking risk. Fuck that. Like,
have you also noticed that a lot of the people that's blowing up and shit now are significantly younger than when we was there.
Super young.
Like
Super young.
people is blowing up and they're
17,
14, 15 years old. I'm like, what the fuck?
You know what I think that is about?
And tripling and shit.
Boom.
I think it's about TikTok because TikTok is more catered to the younger generation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I noticed our generation have yet to really get into it. Like
we'll have people who's on it, but
they don't like. Have you ever chilled around like maybe your little cousins, little nephews? They eat, sleep, and breathe TikTok. Like their conversations are literally TikToks.
Niggas be in the middle of the store.
It's fucking crazy.
Shit piss me off. I ain't gonna lie.
Doing little dances and fucking giddies. Now they got NFL players doing it and shit. Man, it's crazy. So you gotta get with it. Get left behind, straight like that.
Cause like I didn't want to get on TikTok to post a podcast and shit on, but I was like, I might have to get on TikTok.
Got to.
I might have.
I gotta get better with that TikTok shit too.
Like I get on it and I don't never want to. I get mad looking at. I'm like,
I do feel like an old nigga on there because I don't. I'm like, bro, what do I do
old
with
as
this?
shit. Yeah.
What do I do with this?
You know what I'm
saying? Looking like scroll.
Yeah, that shit boring, man. To me, I can't sit there just watching.
I ain't gonna cap and say it's boring though. I be seeing some funny shit. I be seeing some entertaining shit. I can't wrap my mind around doing it. Like I've always been a person to just do the shit, not record it and edit it with it and shit. Like everybody is video editors now. I swear to God, everybody's video editors now. That's fucking crazy.
They be editing right off of Instagram shit,
off
just little reels. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay,
damn, I get my editors. Fuck, I got Adobe Premiere for now.
I ain't gonna lie, them reels be getting me. Them reels. Yeah.
You don't like the reels?
I don't care for them because only thing I look up is fucking workout videos, food, anime, and fucking sports shit, and some things that be on there be looking good. So
that's the only reason why I be when I get on TikTok, bro, be yams on that motherfucker.
Y'all hungry ass niggas.
Hey, fuck it, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'll admit it. Yeah, I look at yams on TikTok.
Y'all got me looking at my wings. I'm hungry as fuck now. Too. I'm like, yo.
Told you, I'm going to Jack Beagle's probably out, or Billy Jack Shack after this. Give me a burger or something.
Billy Jack Shack. What's that?
It's in
You never been to Billy Jack Shack, bro? Man, that shit.
Yeah, that shit hard.
That shit hit.
It's busting?
Yes,
bro.
bro.
That shit hit.
That's like my before the game spot. That shit nice.
Facts. Shit, man. What else y'all want to get into today, man?
Man. Y'all niggas got me talking about food now.
Fucking food and shit.
Well, before the conversation, before we actually start recording, we was talking about J's. We was talking about shoes because I don't know about y'all.
What?
That's my. I love copping shoes. Like I cop them Travises, flip them hoes. Like that's the greatest feeling in the world.
I liked it for the because I used to think I was like, bro, how did I have so much money in high school? Flipping shoes, bro. Yeah. Like literally buy a pair of shoes, get a 2-for-1 on them, sell 2 of them. Now you sitting on 500. Like what?
Yep.
And it was literally just like I don't even really wear J's like that no more though. Like I wear like Air Maxes, SBs, bro, shit like that. If I wear ones, if I wear Jordans, it's gonna be ones. Like Air Jordan ones.
Everybody fucking.
I've been wearing these shit so much now. Where I got the Chelsea boot ones too now. Man.
Bro, me and Kenny be talking about that all the time, bro. It's because like people still wearing J's, but not really because it's the 2000s like remake.
Yeah, everybody got on these motherfuckers right here. These damn Yeezys.
On them Yeezy motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. I had like 2 pair. They comfortable.
They comfortable as fuck. That's why I ain't got rid of these ones yet. It's my only pair. I think I got some 13s, the games, but I ain't got too many pairs.
I still haven't worn my Lost and Founds.
Yeah,
like I still have not worn them at all. Like now I'm just copping since it's not popular like that no more. I'm just copping,
which fucks up the reselling.
It does.
I
copped the stuff that I like that I couldn't get. When I was in high school and shit. So.
Is you into that big designer fashion and shit like that? Like the Balenciaga movement and Gucci and all that. Or Balenciaga cancel.
Shit, some of that shit be hard.
It do.
But like, if I wasn't an artist, like a rapper, I feel like I wouldn't really be into designer and shit like that. Like, what the fuck do I need some Dior shoes and a Gucci belt? Mm-hmm. But if I'm about to step out. Yeah. I'm finna 3 chains up, Gucci belt with the Dior shoes. You feel me? Yeah. Fuck it. But I don't know. I just like catching eyes. Like like when you step out and the fit is just that.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you get that
Hey, the double take.
A double take. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you walk out the things looking like, yo, who is that? Yes, that's what we do.
Cap. That's what I dress for.
I never
dress
been
for
into like
double take.
that big designer stuff. Like I be seeing everybody wearing. I be like, I don't think I can wear no fishnet.
Oh no, hell, you better not put on no fishnet.
No,
Hey,
sir.
With a blazer over it, don't you dare.
If I walked in here and you had a fishnet on, I don't know, bro.
That would be a horrible sight.
Yeah, bro.
I'm too big for a fishnet. I ain't gonna hold.
Wow.
It's for skinny people anyway, bro.
I be thinking designer shit a little weird sometimes. I ain't gonna hold like. They be connecting it to like weird shit, like that Balenciaga shit with the kids, like the kid shit.
Yeah,
what do you feel about that shit?
I feel like they got themselves in a sticky situation, bro. Because when you get canceled now, like before, you can kind of get away with whatever the fuck you wanted because it wasn't social media. Well, it was social media. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't people who's like their whole life is canceling people.
Yes,
Like
that shit.
it's like the people who will make it their job. Where if they want to cancel you, they are canceling.
They're gonna find every way to do it.
Yes,
They are
Literally.
I feel like that's people.
on
Who,
it.
I feel like people who got
swear.
nothing going for themselves. They just be at the house
Miserable.
all day on the phone.
Miserable as fuck.
Yeah.
And
I don't like
that
that
you did
I
that.
watch what I say. I'm like, start thinking in my head. I'm like, hold on, let me see about this. Because it's important, bro. Like, it's important, especially when you start getting to like higher like levels of different shit where you got to talk in your audience is different. You got to watch what you say.
Yeah.
Even though that sucks because you should be able to have an opinion.
I feel like
you should be able to have an opinion, right or wrong.
No,
should.
Why should you get canceled for an opinion?
exactly, and I think people when they hear opinions and shit, they assume that that's all that person. Like that one thing they say,
They'll
dumb.
apply it to their whole character.
Yeah, like that's their whole character. That's dumb, and that's not the case. Like human beings, like we have we're made up of so much different shit that we think about and comes out of our mouths. That you can't judge nobody off of something they said maybe 3-4 years ago. Like their mindset's probably not even the same from 3-4 years ago.
That shit has me weak when it's something like from the past. It's like, bro, you gotta think of the time period as well.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit from back then was socially acceptable. Like we're in a whole different era now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember when people was looking at you funny for wearing pink?
Yep.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah. Shit, they used to look at you funny for wearing skinny jeans.
Oh, God.
That's what I'm saying. When you was wearing,
Man.
your jeans tight. Hey fam,
Hey,
yo, what's wrong with you, bro?
Straight like that. They hit you with the hey yo.
Yeah,
What you got going on?
yeah, bro. So
facts.
come on now. That's how I feel about it. Just like, bro, people don't just say that and they don't want the person to elaborate. They just dismiss everything else.
Cancel culture has become like a big problem. I feel like now with social media, it's just angry little like fucking kids. I don't know.
Kids.
I
The
feel like
people
it's
in the
little
comments
kids.
are little kids.
Yeah.
I was just letting my girl see this. They was talking about, oh, we smoking dead ops. Yeah, I shoot your
recess?
mom house and then I said, and I'm going to their pictures in the comments, and it is 13-year-olds.
Yeah, little niggas.
Like 12 like any crazy ass comments you see, just click the account and look at the pictures. I guarantee they are under the age of 15.
Yes, a lot of
Every
them.
time. Every
I would say,
time
bruh,
they say
if
the
you a
craziest
grown
shit.
man and like no grown man has time to be on the internet in the
feel me?
comments that much, bro.
Getting
Like,
money at that time.
exactly.
What you doing, bro?
No point. Like I'd have deleted that shit. Like I get on there like once, like 30 minutes a day at night and shit. But I don't even be on social media.
We smoking
like
yo dead mans. Going,
I just see some
he in the
shit.
5th grade. Like what?
Yeah, bro.
Why are you smoking anything?
They got so
Like,
much.
what the fuck?
They can get kids can get influenced so easily now, especially with the internet and that early access to it.
Yeah.
Anything they see, they could absorb that shit, and you can't really do nothing about it. Or like parents, like it's on the internet, they see it and they want to be a part of it. They become trolls.
I mean, like it's really just think about it like when we were growing up, like
I was about to say.
because we were influenced the same way, but it's just weirder and like I feel it's more toxic now. Like back in the day, nigga, 50 Cent, that was that nigga. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Your boy had a white
First
do rag,
album.
a tank top, and a bulletproof,
Yep.
with a
Facts.
New York fitted. That's
some
Toronto,
cool
nigga. Like, come on now.
Chilling.
So, but that's just how the wave is now. Like, this is what the kids see, and I guess this is what's cool.
Do you think like music nowadays, like the whole drill rap shit with the young boy, is that influencing kids? You think in like a bad way or a good way, or are you neutral about it? Like, what you think?
I feel like I don't think it's influencing them in a bad way, but it's not influencing them in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Like Because what they're gonna listen to is what they're gonna listen to. The people who's making it, they're not making it. Let's be realistic, for the little ass jizz.
Yeah.
They're not making it for them. They're just the ones who's listening to it too. So I can't say that they're influencing them when it's not directed to them.
Yeah, you saying like their intent is not to influence kids to go do this dumb shit or whatever. Because I feel like the kids, they don't understand it yet. Like they so young,
they gonna realize when they get older.
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna realize when they get older. So you got to leave that up to them.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Just got to leave that up to them.
The only bad thing is some of the kids don't have that discernment like we got, where it's like, okay, we hearing it. A lot of these motherfuckers will just go act and do some dumb shit
just because they heard it in the song.
Yeah.
Just because they heard it in the song.
Like, I don't know if you really listen to my music, like there be some times where like when I'm recording, because I record most of my music at my house for real, because like I get the best work like ethic from where I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
So it may be a line where I say something about like pull a Glock and blah 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 blah, and I'll switch it. Like I'll literally go back and I'll change that shit out. Because I don't want to be one of them rappers that only talk about shooting and guns and robbing. Like, I don't ever talk about robbing and in my songs, bro. You could listen to any song, I guarantee you will not hear nothing about robbing and stealing and all that shit. Because it's like, for what?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I'ma still stand on my 10, but I don't got to rap about trying to be hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Straight like that. Like, I feel like some people rap like that to try and appeal to that crowd, to act like, oh yeah, I'm big and tough. Yeah. Don't fuck with me. They gonna feel that aura, like,
You can
and
tell
off of that, they gonna know whether they gonna fuck with you or not.
I feel like
far as like fuck with you, not fuck with you like as a person, but fuck with you as in like, oh, what's in your pockets? Kind of fuck with you. You know what I'm talking about?
I feel like the kids they can't like see who really on that and who not. Like they just see everything. They think everything is going for it.
It's flat. It's like very, very surface level.
Yeah,
very surface.
That's their perception at that time. It's like, oh word, that's what he said that. All right, that's what he does. You know,
that's what they believe. Yeah, that's true. A lot of rappers don't be acting themselves when it come to that shit, man.
a lot of people make characters.
Yeah,
you know, like if it's gonna sell, you know, that's what you're gonna do.
6ix9ine in it.
Oh, 6ix9ine is a perfect example.
6ix9ine for
example.
That nigga joined the game.
It is hot.
No, it is. Oh God, you want water or something? I think of some drinks back there if you want.
I got the last water, but you want to buy
water?
Yeah, let me get that instead.
I got you. I got you. I use the bathroom.
Oh, you good? Go ahead. We'll take a little break. Yeah, as it going, I do want to get like these combos longer. Like I want to start doing like 2-hour podcasts.
2 hours, yeah.
Like the no jumper shits.
Yeah, like long real conversations and shit. Especially like 1-on-ones too. Like get real intimate conversations in where people could really feel the atmosphere and that shit for real.
For real. I fucked with this already though because I feel like none of it was forced.
Nah, yeah,
you ever have to talk to people and you feel like you're having a. All right, well, how do you feel about? Okay, well, you heard about where you just feel like you gotta force shit in there. This ain't been like that. I fuck with this.
No, because that's what when I first started this shit, bro. What made me start it was mushrooms, right? Mm-hmm. I did some shrooms. I was like, because I was always wanting to do a podcast, but like I just never wanted to be so unorganic, like motherfuckers setting timestamps of when they would talk about certain things or this and that. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bro, fuck all that. Like, I'm gonna just come with like maybe just one little thing on top of my head, say it. And after that, I'm gonna just go with the convo flow. Like, if I feel like a question I should ask or something, I'm like, oh, that's a good something to ask. Why we talking about it? Oh, let me throw that in there or something. But like, I
did this
never
interview
force that.
With like, I think it's called Chicago Sleepers. It was before.
Yep. I think I Chicago.
Yeah, before Chicago Sleepers turned into Lyrical Lemonade. Like it was back.
Oh,
then.
It was really. Yes, I didn't know that.
Bro.
Yeah, okay.
So, and they literally had like a long ass paper full of shit, and he would be like, I scratch it off. So how about and he scratched it out, and that shit was so distracting, bro. I'm trying to look at the paper. I'm like, what he about to ask next, bro?
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
See, y'all never wanted to be that weird. Like, that's awkward as fuck. Like, y'all sitting there, like, being, like, just make it organic, bro. Make it, like, I just want to make it feel like niggas at the crib, just talking, sitting down, chilling type shit.
But hold on, before we do this, I got to take me a piss one last time. Give me 2 minutes. I'm back.
We back. Yeah, a little bathroom break. Yeah, 52 minutes.
Yeah.
Shit, man. It don't be feeling that long after a while.
I thought it was like 25.
Yeah,
I thought it was like 25.
When you start talking, the shit just flows. So it's like, You know?
Yeah, I feel like to have good conversations, they gotta be longer than like 30 minutes. Like niggas can't.
You're not gonna really hit like the important shit.
Like I've seen people do like 30-minute podcasts, and like it's not it.
It feels incomplete.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say like I don't really watch podcasts. Well, you not watch podcasts, but you listen to podcasts.
You can
right?
listen and watch. Yeah.
Like, and that's why I fucked with y'all. When you said that y'all had like a video type shit too, because I didn't got asked to do interviews before where it was like we'd be talking, but there's like no visual whatsoever.
Yeah.
And it's just like they'll post it on Soundcloud or shit like that. And I'm like, that's cool, but I feel like you need the visual.
To get people
like
engaged,
you need the visual.
Because to communicate with people, like a lot of it is words, but a lot of it is also body language and how people act. Like people like to see that. They like to see how what your body language is while you saying it. Because that's how people determine like if you saying something genuine or you're just talking bullshit too. Like they know off your body language a lot. I always say that it's always body language first before it comes to words.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nonverbal communication.
No, for real.
I heard somebody say that shit. Somebody definitely said that shit before. It was like the first thing people pick up is usually like not even what you're saying. It's
right.
Like,
it's you.
Straight off
it's how they perceive you.
And that goes back to what you were saying when you was like the people that will weed themselves out. You already picking that up on their body language, but you just be thinking in your head. So that's it.
Like you ever be talking to somebody and like they'll like just keep breaking eye contact. Like they keep breaking eye contact and you're like, what's up? What's up? Why you being weird?
Yeah. It don't matter what they saying.
It don't matter what they say. Like, if I'm talking to somebody one-on-one, like, not a situation like this, because it's like a lot of us. But like, if I'm just genuinely talking to somebody, and they're like, yeah, and then I'll goddamn... I'm like,
that shit's funny.
Yeah.
I really be confused.
I know this white boy named John who be doing that shit. Like, I be talking to this nigga, he just be looking up. Like, he be talking to me, he just be looking all the way. I think it's like an anxiety thing, but nigga just be looking everywhere else. I'm like, bro, right here. Like, I get if you break eye contact a little bit, but nigga, you just goddamn all over the place.
But no, so for being in school, a lot of times that's what it is. For what they told me, I gotta do during social work. That eye contact thing, like it's for some people, it's intimidating.
It is.
So it's like
boom, or sometimes too much.
Too much. Like you can't be staring in people's eyes.
Yeah, staring niggas down. It's real weird.
You're like, yeah, all right, bro. Watch out. What you doing right now?
No, that's true, bro. Cause I don't know. You know Dr. Huber, man.
Yeah.
He was saying the same thing about like eye contact. It was like it's good sometimes to break away eye contact because you don't want the conversation to feel so intense. Like, you want it to be natural. Like you don't want to sit there and be like, yeah,
you want to see the person.
I never thought of intense.
Yeah, like this shit intense. Like, damn, what the fuck wrong with this nigga? Like, nigga stare at you that hard, you a little nervous.
Staring through your soul.
Right.
Hold on, I got a question though.
What's up?
Do any of y'all fuck with the anime?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
I got an anime tattoo. I got an anime tattoo. Come on.
I just had to make sure.
And the last one I watched was Cyberpunk on Netflix.
Oh,
you gotta check that out. Bro.
I just seen that.
You gotta check that shit. Like gruesome as fuck.
It's fire.
Fire, bro. It plays on like Neuralink. You know, like Elon Musk trying to put the chips in people's brain.
Yeah,
that's what kind of Cyberpunk is. Like these niggas got chips. I'm
about to type that shit.
Try that. And
this
is
podcast.
No, I was gonna say Kurko's basketball. I just started that one.
What?
Nigga,
what? Right,
nigga, that shit tough, bro.
It's tough. I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna give it a chance just because you said I'm gonna give it a chance.
Nigga, look, the main nigga. So it's about fucking these middle school students who are basically they come from a goated class and they all go to different high schools.
Yeah.
So they're all trying to basically play against whoever when they get to the playoffs and whatnot. And I forgot the name of the school, but the last dude, there's 5 members of the team that were like that, and there's a phantom 6th member. And the 6th member, he goes to this school that we're learning about, and they're like, yo, who is this nigga? Because he don't look like he's good at all.
That nigga a hooper.
That nigga's ass, low key.
Damn.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, why is this? But this nigga plays on him just being like so forgettable, and this nigga be making Joker type passes. Like this nigga will get the ball, be like, boom, ha. But like he a little nigga, bro.
I've never watched a sport.
Me neither.
It's hard for me.
And that's the thing. Like I be hearing they fire. I just never took the time to like
This is my first
look
one.
into them.
This is
I
my
seen a
first
soccer
one.
one though. Actually,
I feel like you
I've
gotta
seen
be
a
in the
soccer
sports
anime.
yeah.
They used to kick the ball and the ball would turn into a dragon or something. Like, it was fucking crazy, bro.
So, Tabo, what's your favorite anime?
Yeah, what's your top 3? What's top 3?
Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter?
Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter. Okay.
Hunter is cool. I didn't. That was that one part.
That Chimera Ant.
Nah, the one before that when they was like training and shit. Before that, they was in the game. They was in the game.
Oh, out in the woods
I
and
know
shit.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
When they was
You
out in
ain't
the
fuck with
woods.
that?
It was. I was like, it's cool, but it was slow compared to like the other shit. So
That
I
is
was
true. Like the
I
build
did.
up was super fire. Like when they was first trying to get their hunter license, and then they what happened after that? Like what happened right after hunter license?
I think that's when they. Is that what they? I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
they fought in that arena when the arena was like up the floors.
See, I stopped watching it after like.
Okay. Because I
couldn't
just
get
got
it.
my girl in the
Okay,
anime,
okay.
bro. Like, she was like, I hate anime. Anime is for nerds. You feel me?
Big
And now
nerd.
she over here
Oh,
sitting,
God.
she's
Everybody
sitting at
be
the end of
saying
the bed watching just like this with me. Hey,
Everybody
you feel
be
me?
saying that shit, bro. Anime that shit, man. I fuck with it. But Hunter x Hunter was dope. One of my top ones is. It probably a lot of people top ones is Naruto.
Oh,
I love that.
I was gonna say that. I just didn't
I didn't
want
wanna
to look
be-
like
I-
that guy. You know,
I didn't wanna be
That's
that
classic,
dude.
Which one
bro.
you fuck with? Oh, Naruto, fire.
Right,
Nigga,
everybody's
that's a
like,
classic.
alright. But that's a classic. Like
It's so fire.
it is.
dude.
That shit real life, bro.
It's
That's
real life.
that's what
bro.
got me into it.
A lot of
that's
it,
genuinely
exactly
what got me into
overcoming shit. Like I could really like connect with that shit a lot. I
Like,
fuck with
apply it
Naruto
to
heavy.
real life.
Yeah,
Bro,
a lot of it.
who's your favorite character?
On Naruto?
Yeah.
It's gonna tell me a lot. Who you got,
Just gonna tell him a lot.
bro? I fuck with
Nigga gonna say
Naruto.
Hinata or
I
something.
feel like you probably not gonna
Tsunade.
you're not gonna think of it at all. I'd really say Rock Lee.
That's
Yeah,
my
that's-
nigga.
That's
I'd
his
say
nigga.
Rock Lee, bro.
Because that, bruh, I go on all
never
on.
gave up, bro.
Bruh, niggas told him you're not gonna be shit.
Yeah.
He said bet.
That nigga
Say
sure
less.
didn't. He didn't have no fucking what was it chakra or whatever?
Yeah, like he didn't. I don't think it was called chakra. What was it called?
Ninjutsu.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had
ninjutsu.
no ninjutsus. Yeah, I fuck with
I mean, what he do is like remarkable, bro. Like
Like I
he
said,
should not be shit.
When he
Like,
dropped them weights,
Period.
Yeah,
Man, he was that
I
guy.
gotta
Like,
see. My favorite was definitely Shikamaru.
I can see
Definitely
that.
Shikamaru.
You
bro.
was Shikamaru.
There
That's
you
that
go.
nigga,
Yeah.
bro.
Look,
Definitely.
when he killed
Yo, he
Buddy,
too cold, bro.
when he killed Hedon,
Yeah.
see, I know this shit. When he chopped that nigga up, it was like, nigga, I'm your god now. And buried that nigga alive.
Yeah, that nigga, bro.
was that Shippuden?
Yeah, that's
Or
the Shippuden.
Oh, okay, see,
Yeah.
I watched all the regular one, and I watched like half of Shippuden.
It's
I
hard.
never-
It's hard to finish Shippuden because there's so many fucking episodes.
Yeah, that
Boom.
shit's long.
That's how I
as
feel
hell.
about One Piece.
Yeah,
One Piece.
yeah,
It's
fuck
not
One Piece.
bad. I'm
Too
just
many
not.
episodes.
I
I'm
gave
not
up
gonna
on
get
One
into
Piece.
it. My brother watch it.
Yeah, I
Too many
gave up on that
episodes,
shit.
not even starting it.
Gave up on it,
Not
bro.
even
The only reason I
starting.
finished Shippuden because I think I went on like some anime website and they cut out all the fillers. I used to hate
That's
the
tough.
fillers.
Oh,
yeah.
that's hard.
They
That's
cut out a lot of
tough.
the fillers,
Yeah.
and you just able to watch like go from like the scene. It go to like the fighting scenes or like a little bit before the fighting scenes, but it didn't show the whole fillers, and that's why I like.
That's
It was too
good.
many fillers, bro.
There
There's
is
a bunch
hella
of
fillers.
bullshit. That's the only thing about anime. I hate
I'm
is
glad
the
y'all
fillers.
fuck with the anime. See,
Oh, God, niggas been fucking with anime. I ain't give a fuck.
It
Niggas
used,
say that
you
shit
used
was
to get
lame.
looked at exactly. It used to get looked at so weird for fucking with it. Like it'd be the little kids in the hallways.
Bro,
running
Yeah.
with
you
their-
know,
So
hey,
that, they got made fun of because they was weird. That's
Hey,
different. There's the difference,
Oh,
my nigga.
God, it's like
them
niggas-
niggas was weird.
hey, you know the funny thing though, bro, and it could be some other shit, but I think one of the reasons anime started getting accepted was that SoundCloud scene.
Yeah,
Because rappers just started saying
rappers
like,
did start
This
fucking with
is
anime.
facts.
Yeah,
This is facts.
yeah.
that's what I liked about the SoundCloud wave. It did open up
It opened
a lot.
a lot
It opened a lot of
of
people
doors.
up. Yeah, it opened up being just you.
People
Like,
used to downplay SoundCloud rappers, and they don't realize that. Look at who came from that. Uzi.
literally
Fucking look at him now. Fucking Yachty.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him now. Like he up, bruh. Fucking who else can I just name?
The ones
off
that did
top,
come up
bruh?
died.
Like,
Shit.
Facts.
Yeah.
X,
XP,
Lil Peep,
fucking
Juice.
Juice World. It was just so many people that came from the SoundCloud wave and just boom, just shot up.
I felt like
Shut up.
them dying, like
Yeah.
especially with X and Juice. It kind of ended that.
You
This
good,
nigga
brother?
here fucking up the shit. Yeah, this shit's always fucking up, man. But what was I about to say? Fuck, I forgot.
you was talking about the SoundCloud, the ones who came up. we talk about anime.
Yeah,
he forgot.
I don't
It's
forgot.
gone.
we forgot to mention the classic though. The real
shit,
classic.
even like Cardi. How do y'all feel
Cardi
about
too,
Cardi's new sound? I'm over here asking y'all questions now.
Hey,
that's how
good,
it's supposed
bro.
to be,
We just
bro.
talking,
Yeah,
bro.
it's a
That's how it
conversation.
is.
But how do y'all feel about the transition from like the broke boy Cardi to like
Vampire Cardi.
I never
So
liked it. I'm
he
keeping
ain't
a
like-
buck. I never liked Cardi switching his sound. I didn't. Because that's what I heard when I came up on Cardi when he was on that SoundCloud, like dropping music on there.
I feel
That's
it.
what I fuck
I
with. Then he switched to
fucking
that little
feel
like
it.
that
Everything
little
baby
squeaking,
voice.
that little
that's
baby
everything.
voice. It kind of messed with me. I was like,
But he pulls it off. It's
he do,
weird.
So
he
his-
do.
But his-
It's weird. He pulls it off.
So I do like most of the eras. I even like the whole lot of red era. But my favorite was that shit that you don't like, the Dialect era when he was doing that shit.
Dialect to me is crazy.
I think that's when he was.
It grew on me though. It grew on me. I grew on me.
That's when he was
This is
goated.
facts. This is
It grew on
facts.
me. Yeah, I didn't like it at first, bro. That shit grew on me. Like I like when niggas stick to their shit, man.
I
Like,
feel it.
like that's why I fuck with Lucky so much too. Like, when niggas
Oh, bro. Top
So-
three.
Top
Top three.
three.
Top
I
three.
feel it.
That
Top
nigga
three, top
too.
three.
But
Bro,
you
oh my
see,
God.
Lucky's a rare one because he stuck to his sound, but he's still able to evolve. You know what I'm saying? Like I think a lot of it is like beat selection, but like he still was able to like
a lot of it probably is beat selection.
yeah.
But he also got a deal too. He signed with like I think Enterprise,
Was that recent?
He signed?
Empire. He signed with Empire.
Oh, yeah, that's what I.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he signed with Empire.
I mean, he's
100%.
still, he's still.
because I noticed that I was like, how the fuck is Lucky becoming like no more like mainstream now? I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Shit was
You want to
weird.
know why?
Yeah,
He be too high. He be too high.
Yeah.
It's a liability.
yeah.
You feel me? Say he gets signed and all this shit. He can't even put out what he got signed for. Like, say it's like 4 albums and this amount of time because he overdosed or some shit.
Facts,
Like, they be scared of shit like that. Like, labels look at
Your investment.
everything. Like, they look at you as a money
So
sign.
you had meetings with labels? A couple
Yeah, I
labels?
was about to sign to Capitol Records. I had a label meeting where I literally like before I went in, my manager was like, "Go in there and own the room. Like, do not let anybody outshine you in there because it was 3 of us. It was you ever heard of Rojas? He produced "Look at Me" for XXX.
Yeah.
Temptation.
Nah, I ain't never heard
So
of
I was on his label, NZ Records. So it was me, him, Squid Nice.
I remember Squid Nice.
Like pretty much we had to go in there and just put on a show. Pretty much like it was no bullet points to do this. You had to let them hear your songs, your voice, like if you're performing it, how you would move around and perform it, like dancing and all that shit, like jumping on tables. I know you seen that Bobby Smurda
about to
video.
say that.
Bobby
Boom,
Smurda shit,
boom,
he
boom.
jumping
That
on
is a
tables.
prime example.
That really be,
So
that
that's-
really be going on like that?
Yes,
Whoa.
bro.
Oh, shit.
So like I had to go in there and like kind of really show my
How do you feel about
ass.
that though? You think like it's too much, or you feel like it's overdoing it, having to make an artist come in?
It made
perform
me
and this and that?
nervous. If
Yeah.
I'm being honest, because it's like back then I didn't have as much confidence as I have now. So like
Okay.
I'm in there like kind of timid still. I'm not really talking as much as I should. But when they're listening to the music, but then they're looking over at me and I'm like,
Yeah.
and it didn't
Bro,
match for real.
Yo.
So it's like it was weird. I don't know,
I would feel weird. I don't know.
I feel
bro.
like it's
Imagine
weird,
just
bro.
all eyes and suits and fucking just.
Yeah, bro.
That eye contact shit. We were
Yeah.
just talking about. So I'm over here trying to jump on chairs and shit, trying to be fake lit. And like, it was just, I still got signed, but it was like, they wasn't talking the numbers that I wanted. So really, I just got me a little publishing and got out of there.
I feel you.
Like, I just got up out of there.
Yeah, they do be trying to offer niggas bullshit deals.
Bro, you want to
A
know
lot.
what the deal they tried to offer me was? 15 bands for 3 albums.
Oh fuck!
How dare you?
That was so God damn.
That was Capitol Records, bro. Their offer was 15 bands for 3 albums.
So when
That's
when
crazy.
when
That
it's
15 bands.
15 bands.
So
Yeah, try to wrap your head around that. What the fuck am I gonna do with 15
literally you're not
bands?
getting nothing, bro.
not getting shit.
But so
I'm
when
gonna
you
owe money.
when you have
Literally.
when it's like okay you owe 3 albums, is it in a time period or is it just 3 albums? Like
That is the thing. It wasn't a time period. So if I really wanted to go crazy, I could have knocked out all 3 albums in 1 year.
You think they would have like re-gave you another contract or something?
Honestly, after that, I felt tried. I felt tried because at that time I was still already having millions of views.
Yeah.
And this is when I was at even higher of a peak of like far as the spotlight being on me. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just really felt tried. I watched one of my boys with easily maybe a couple million less views than me get offered 75,000 just because he could sing, right? And trust me, I understand. But they wanted to appeal to the pop crowd and like the females and shit like that. So I understood that, but it's not a 60K difference.
Yeah,
you feel me? So that kind of rubbed me wrong too. So I really just left.
Do you feel like it's more it's politics a lot with that shit?
100%.
100%. I feel like it is. I feel like anybody in them like business suits or them CEOs, I feel like none of them are really like fully genuine when it come to dealing with artists.
I just put all of my like support into him instead of being like trying to be on the same level and compete with him. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just try and help push you so you could go crazy on some shit. So
that's a good mindset to look at it that way.
You feel me? If you my boy, I'm not gonna be in competition with you. I didn't like the fact that they really wanted us on the same level, trying to have us compete to get more views anyway. Like I didn't really like that game plan that they had on some shit. So I really got me a little 5K, skated up out of there. They still gave him his like 65 or whatever the fuck I said. It was up there. And bro was helping me out financially because I didn't have nowhere to live in LA.
Yeah.
So he was helping me out. I was helping him out. Shit like that.
That's solid. That's solid, man. It's like when you say they be looking at people like with their drug issues and shit. Like, do they put insurance on? I heard people say that. Do they really put insurance on like rappers and shit?
It's dead ass.
Like real like
dead ass.
Like,
and the managers will do anything the artist or producer ask for, bro. Like, I probably can't talk about it. Well, I mean, whatever. Like, I've literally seen, like...
I mean, if you don't want to say that you ain't got to, you feel me?
No, I mean, it ain't that deep, because I'm not saying no names, but I've seen managers literally go, producer, rapper, in the studio, I can't create right now if I don't have blah, say blah. The manager be like, all right, just give me the number, I'll go pick it up. They're going to pick up the drugs for the artist or producer, bring it back, just because they want their... Like, their artist or producer to be productive. Yeah. So they're going to do whatever they ask for.
They look at it seems like kind of as an investment. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? How am I gonna make money off
They're not even
if
really
he don't make no beats or make no songs in this studio session, they're losing money. So what, you need me to drive here and go pick this up? Okay, bet. I'm on the way right now.
Yeah, do you think that like kind of I don't know, say influence it, but like push people to do they more drugs. Like they're not really caring about the person themselves.
I 100% feels it enables it because I felt enabled. I didn't have to do shit. Hey, bro, you go this. I can't work.
I'm hungry.
That's all. I can't work. I can't work right now. I swear to God, I can't work. Right
I need a burger from here.
Yeah. Damn. That's
I could honestly see that as just like one wild. Big loop. Like, oh, you need your drugs. Okay, we're just gonna give you your drugs so you can do that. Mind you, we have an insurance policy, and plus, you can also make us money. Talk about the drugs, so we could just keep influencing.
So like, for them, it seems like a win-win.
It's a win-win. They don't lose. Here, just don't die.
Yeah,
and even if you do have an insurance policy on you, so
word,
hey,
that shit.
Don't worry about it.
It's crazy. That LA shit is crazy, bro.
I had to get away from labels don't really care too much about the artists, man. You got to look at a label just how they look at you, bro. You got to look at them the same way. The opportunity, money.
No friendship,
none
of that. That's just all cap.
Yeah, that shit. Did you run into a lot of like that little fake Hollywood or like rap scene of people being fake friends and trying to find ways to get in?
A lot of people in LA, they have money. You feel me? Like to live in LA, you gotta have realistically a lot of bread. Yeah. So a lot of the people, they have money, but they're not getting no views on their songs and shit. You feel me? So it's like, because I had the views in the songs, but I was broke as a fuck, I'm still chilling with all the people with Maseratis and fucking pulling up in X6s and shit like that because they want the views, not knowing I got $20 in my pocket right now. Like, it's like everybody wants what somebody else got. Like, they always want what somebody else got. It's really hard to find people who's just genuine and content with their situation. You feel me?
That's what it seemed like LA's like.
Like, I understand striving and wanting more, but I don't know how to explain it. Like,
I know what you're saying. It's kind of like I want to strive and do more, but I'm not trying to step over people and shit like that.
Step over, I'm like, nah, I want what he got.
Yeah, I'm not covetous about what you got. I'm trying to get mine. If you get yours, that's what's up. I'm proud of you. but I'm not trying to take it from you.
I think that's what, cause me and Deric be talking about this a lot. I think that's where it comes to your own morals and what your goals is. Because if you want like a certain status, you're gonna have no choice but to start crossing people and stepping over. So it's
unfortunately, and like that's true.
Yeah.
Cause like, say the only way for you to get this label deal is you gotta hit them up through your mans and be like, yeah, I know blase blase blah, and then. Oh, you know, da-da-da-da. So now your man's mad, like, why you backdooring me? I could have goddamn got you in there. But if he would have got you in there, he would have wanted a piece of whatever they was offering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's always a finesse somehow when it comes to shit like that.
Sticky situation.
Sticky
right there.
situation.
That is. Damn. I knew LA was like that. I even had to know, but I already had to feel it. I've been telling you, I do say
LA, you still should go out there.
Yeah,
it's definitely.
Bro, look,
everybody say that shit.
Best 3 days. Bro. Best 3 days I
I
had.
feel like everybody out there
ever.
crazy, bro. Oh man, everybody look like Ken dolls and shit.
that shit was lit, bro.
Hey man, I'm Ken looking for a Barbie.
I feel you.
Yeah, nah.
Shit, man. I think it's about time to wrap this up, bro. I'm getting hungry.
Thank you
shit.
for having me, man. Thank you for having me.
But that's it for this episode. What's this episode, like 15?
Yeah.
Something like that.
We're still starting this up, man. When we get 100, we're gonna have a party. Fuck.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
Bring
for
the
this
girls,
episode,
the topless girls with the coke.
With
the coke.
That's how it's gonna look.
You swear, bro.
Hey, that sounds phenomenal.
That's funny.
He got me dead.
That sounds great.
Oh shit, that's it for this episode with Jay Storm, man. I hope you guys like it. Check it out. You want to drop any info or what you got coming out?
Shit, man. Outro League music video coming next Friday.
Yeah.
Global Warming album coming February 24th.
Okay. Shows.
I got had a mind fart. Hold on, my fault. But goddamn, I got a fashion show in April. I got another show March 4th.
Okay.
And like, I got some shit in the works, man. Just follow me at Stormhaven, STORMHAVIN, and on Twitter, who is J Storm, as always.
We'll drop the links in the bio, man.
Straight like that,
Everybody
man.
get to it. So that's it for this episode. We out.
Good.